Good morning. It's a wonderful winter day here. I'm very much concerned uh, about the current state of affairs, especially uh, the totally unjustifiable slaughter in Gaza. There is no justification for this. Um, Many lies have been told regarding, Hamas raping women and beheading babies, and uh, it just goes on and on. And the Western media keeps repeating that, this was their terrorist organization and they slaughtered whatever it was, 1,200 people. The truth is that there was no rape and there was no murder of babies. And a good portion of the slaughter was conducted by the Israeli military with their Apache helicopters and their tanks. These lies keep being repeated to justify an unjustifiable war. Hamas was responding to essentially their state of affairs of the Palestinians in Gaza, where they are blockaded. They are, not allowed to, their borders are guarded. They're not allowed to exist as a sovereign entity. This situation evolved from the 1967 war, Six-Day War, where Israel was the aggressor and took Gaza and the West Bank. And they continued to dominate these areas and to persecute and murder Palestinians. The latest thing was where, the tanks opened fire on these Palestinians getting food aid from this truck and killed 100 of them. This, by any definition, this is genocide. It's not justifiable in any stretch of the imagination, and yet I know people, even close friends, that they persist in saying that this is a just war on the part of Israel as a matter of self-defense. This isn't true. And the problem is that as long as this violence continues to persist, we all are going to pay the price. As long as the U.S. keeps supplying the weapons, we pay the price. The environment cannot handle it, cannot handle this violence. Lies are negative. They put negative energy into the universe. Truth is positive. It puts positive energy into the universe. And we really must express truth and expose lies. And the longer the lies are allowed to persist, the more the destruction. Uh, how 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 obvious does it have to get before people finally wake up and realize that it's gone way too far? That's also the case with the war on Ukraine. It's gone way too far. In both cases, it's at a point where it's hard to reverse. I mean, it's just allowed has been allowed to go way too far. So I'm very concerned. I see in Texas that there's a million acres burning up, cattle burning up, towns burning up in end of February, no less, in wildfires. And now there's a volcano near Mexico City that's bursting. And this violence is it's beyond anything that is reasonable and rational, and yet it continues. Um, all of our energy, everything we've got, should be in the pursuit of saving lives, not destroying lives. I mean, the climate refugee situation is really getting extreme. And it appears that nature reflects human extreme behavior. The more extreme our behavior is, the more extreme the weather becomes. And violence begets violence. And this isn't rocket science. It's happening before our very eyes. So human life is precious. Um, I just lost a dear friend uh, who drowned, and made me realize that we're very vulnerable, and we are ill prepared to face the crises that are currently happening and will continue to happen as long as we persist in the madness and the violence and the overconsumption. So hopefully, I mean, there are good signs. I mean, there are more and more people that are recognizing that uh, these lies are going to destroy us all, and they are acting. It's got to come from us. It's got to come from the people. The people have to respond. They cannot just say, "Oh, it's not happening." No, it is happening. Um, the denial of the obvious is it's a bit of a it's psychosis. It's delusional, and it's destructive. So there are many sources of truth. I find a lot of it on YouTube and under Democracy Now! And Al Jazeera and various other channels where Chris Hedges, who exposes a lot of lies. Seek it out. Look for truth. Your very life depends on it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you persist in a lie, if we persist in a lie, we are all going to be destroyed by the lie. So perhaps this is not so cheerful a message, but it is definitely urgent. So, pay attention, get a grip, and grab hold of truth and live accordingly. And um, blessings from the God of love. Thanks.